It's lesson 8. Time for some math this morning. This will go pretty fast. I'm going to post 2 videos today. I'm going to post lesson 8 and lesson 9. Neither one of them are very difficult, but I want you to you to be able to finish it all before Friday when I pick it up. And remember, I'm picking up Friday afternoon because we'll need it Friday morning to finish up our schoolwork. Okie dokie. So, whoa, I lost my pencil. The directions say, are the shapes divided into halves? Write yes or no. And when they want us to be divided into halves, it has to be completely in half, not a little piece and a little piece, okay? So we're going to write yes or no. And this one with the line right in there, is that equal on both sides? Nope. So we're going to write no on the line. Is this equal? Are these the same size? Nope. Again. Good job. Is that equal on both sides? Yes. Good job. And you write Y-E-S. Are both sides of this rectangle that's been divided in half, are those both the same size? Yes, it is. Good job. Are both of these parts of the circle the same size? No, so they are not in half. And the last one is a square. Are both of these pieces of the square the same size? Yes. Good job, you guys. Okay, the next time, this was in half, so that's 2 pieces. This time, it's divided into quarters, so that means it's going to be divided into 4 pieces. So each one of these shapes has 4 pieces, because quarters mean 4. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oops, that's really messed up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, how many pieces is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. But that's not equal, huh? And then let's look at this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, are the shapes divided into quarters? If they're divided into quarters, they all have to be the same size. We're going to write yes or no again. Are each of these little pieces the same size? Yes, they are. Good job. This square was divided into 4 pieces. Are each of the pieces the same size? Are they quarters? Yes, they are. Good job. Well, first of all, this isn't quarters because there's only 3 pieces, not 4 pieces, and they're not all the same size. So what do we write on the line? Right. No. Okay. The next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 pieces, so that's 4 quarters. Are they all the same size? Perfect. So we're going to write yes. Now this time there's 4 pieces. Are they all the same size? So they're not quarters then, so we have to write no on the line. And now this one's kind of tricky because there's 4 pieces, but are they all the same size? Do they all look the same? Does that one look the same as that one? You're right, they don't, so it's no. Good job. Let's turn the page. Now it says, oops, color half of each shape. Any color, it doesn't matter. And you're just going to take your color crayon and color half of it. And half of this one. It's nice because they already made the lines for you, huh? Half of the square. Half of this square. Half of this circle. And half of the rectangle. Okay. For number 4, it says color 1/4 of each shape. 1/4 would be written like this. That's called a fraction. and they want us to color one of the 4 pieces. When they say 1/4, they mean there's 4 pieces in each of these shapes, and they want you to color just one of them. So all you have to do, it goes really fast, is color 1/4. And just color 1. That was pretty fast today, huh? Your homework's the same thing again. I'm gonna put my color crayon down. Well, we have time, so I'll just do this one with you today. Circle the correct word or words to tell how each shape is divided. So, if it's equal, we're going to circle equal parts. If they're not all the same, if they're unequal, we circle unequal parts. So let's look. This one, does this shape match this shape? No, so it's unequal. They're not the same. Is this shape the same as this? Has it been divided equally into the same pieces? Good, so it's equal parts. Now they said, is this in halves or is it in fourths? Halves mean 2 and fourths mean 4. So how many pieces was it divided into? Good, halves. So we're going to circle halves. Remember, halves mean 2, quarters mean 4. Oops. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So this has been divided into quarters. Good job. Halves are how many? 2. Quarters are how many? 4. So let's see how many parts there are. 1, 2, 3, 4. So is it halves or is it quarters? Good, it's quarters. This one says fourths, so we know that's 4. And we know halves is how many? 2. So how many parts are there? Good. This has been divided into halves. 1, 2, 3, 4. So will that be quarters or halves? There's 4 parts. What was quarters and what was half? Good. It's been divided into quarters. It's kind of confusing because quarters and fourths are the same thing. Yeah, I think sometimes it's hard because things are confusing. 1, 2, 3, 4. So is that halves or fourths? Good, it's fourths because there's 4 of them. Turn it over. All right, we're still talking halves and quarters and fourths. So it says, what part of the shape is shaded? Circle the correct answer. So is that a half or a quarter? Remember, a half has 2 and a quarter has 4. So there's 2 and they've shaded 1/2. Good job. This time, is 1/2 shaded or 1/4 shaded? Let's count how many pieces there are. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 of those 4 are shaded. So are we going to say 1/2 or 1/4? Good, 1/4. Okay, This is really confusing because they divided it into 4 pieces, but they shaded how much of it? This is tricky. Let's think it through. We're going to talk about it a little bit. So I have this shape, and there's a line down this way and a line down this way. So there's 4 pieces. So I might be tempted to shade 1/4, except if I look closely, exactly half of it is shaded. 1/2. So I'm going to circle 1/2 of that one. Oh, they did the same thing again. They broke it into 4 pieces, so you think it might be 1/4, but then they have it, how much of the whole thing is shaded? Yep, 1/2. That was tricky. Okay, I'm going to get my color crayon out to do the last part. And it says color 1/4 of each shape. 1/4, so I know I have to color one of the 4. So I'm going to take, you can choose whichever of those you want. Color 1/4 of each shape. So I color only one. Good job. Okay. Number 4 says color 1/2 of each shape. So I'm going to color 1/2. That one was easy. This one is divided into 4, but they still want us to do half. This one is just like the one they did for us there. So we have to color 1/2, and it could be, oops, sorry guys. Okay, 1/2 of that has to be shaded. And that's your homework and your problem set all finished, right? Yay. Okay, and then there's a template next. And if we were in class, we would put this into like a sleeve and we could use our markers on it. The directions say partition shapes and identify halves and quarters and circles. If you want some more practice, you can do this. If you think you got this down, you don't have to do this page. It would just be extra practice if we were in class. Okay,